Here's Andre Holland, the very, very suave, debonair.
Keep going. I gotta get you to like introduce me to some women. Oh, have mercy. Who can say no to this?
When you cut men's clothes, it's cut flat on the table and it's put together and sewn and it's fitted on the person. When you have a master tailor do it, they basically cut a suit that is three-dimensional. And when it works, it really is sculptural around the body. And that's what really is the key, certainly in menswear. Andre happens to be able to wear everything. He just wears it so well. I remember that first fitting. It was quite spectacular. He turned into a different man.
That was one of the most fun things to me, was getting to go with you guys as we were doing the measurements and doing the fittings and figure out, like, all right, well, why this lapel versus that lapel? Or why 4 buttons versus 3? Or why 1 vent versus 2? All these things that you sort of take for granted. So much of the work that you guys did, it changed the way I stood, it changed the way I carried myself, the way I interacted with other people. Those shirts that we had to wear, they really force you into this kind of regality. It was very suitable, I think, to Algernon.
But I think also Algernon comes to us from Paris. And so he wasn't just any ordinary doctor. He was a very fashionable, very well-groomed, and very well-educated doctor. And we thought he needed a very special cut. An ordinary frock coat would just fall away. His is cut on an angle and made into a suit jacket. We do a lot of pieces. I mean, you have like 7 suits, different color shirts, ties.
I remember you asked me, Andre, which of these suits do you think should be your first one? What should you be introduced in?
Right.
And we decided on the window pane.
That's exactly right.
And I remember watching the show nervous, like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be good.
It's
I'm
gonna
be
be
bad.
good.
Yeah. And then the doors opened, and there was that shot of Algernon with the bag and the window pane suit and the hat, and I was like, you know what?
That was the right choice.
Look all right.
It is a traditional pattern, but colored in a way that is original, but yet elegant enough to still work within the hospital and work within our world.
That suit was mean.
It still is.
Woo!
It still is. Once we knew that he could wear that pattern, oh. When I think about Algernon, it's become so clear who the character is and what the signature of the character really is. At the end of the day, it's about the silhouette and the proportion to the person and the character. And that's what makes a great costume on a great actor.
Huzzah!